Yeah. What about Bryce Mitchell? You're a fan of him, another fellow proud UFC fighter, Christian.
I mean,
Yeah, he
I'm a
gets
fan.
himself in a lot of trouble, doesn't he?
I applaud how he is with his like how he just like puts his foot down and he just be speaking for the Lord and stuff. I think I definitely think there's like maybe better ways you can kind of go about certain things sometimes because he does come off as a little brash, but also that's like his personality. He's on fire for the Lord, and then God does want us to you know sh- preach his word and go and let the world know that he isn't about some things. But it's like I go back and forth with it, right? Because the Bible says that you're not supposed to like judge people, or you're supposed to judge people in a righteous way. So you got to judge people and let people know that they're doing things wrong, but in a loving way, not in a hateful way. So there's it seems like there's a better way to let them know sometimes, like even like the we're talking about the transgenderism and the LGBTQ and like all that stuff, like according to my faith and my religion, I don't think that is something that you're supposed to be doing. And I'm not going to attack people for doing it. I can just tell them like, I am not perfect myself. I sin sometimes too. But according to the Bible, that is also sin. Um, and I can tell you that as a sinner that you're also sinning, and I'm not saying that I'm better I can't say it like I'm better than you and that like I don't sin, but I think you are allowed to point out when people are sinning, um because but like in a loving sense, in the way that if I let you know that you're sinning when you're sinning to keep you on track, I would expect you to do the same thing for me. If you see me falling off, you're not telling me that I'm sinning because you think you're better than me or anything. You're just telling me you're doing me a favor by letting me know I'm sinning so that when it comes time to it and if you fall off that I would do the same for you. It's treat others the way that you want to be treated and like love your neighbor type of judgment versus like talking down to people. And I feel like sometimes he comes off as that where he's like talking down,